Who likes carpets?
I don't. But I'll invest in something that dampens sound.
We'll just have people lay across the ground.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, like a bunch of people. We'll like before we shoot a video, just have them all come in and lay down.
Yeah, there, that's perfect. That will work, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
So if you would like a job absorbing sound, write a letter to Unhinged
Oh,
Magi.
and also, if you'd like to absorb sound and pay us money. It's a weird, it's a reverse job.
Pay to lay on the ground and absorb sound.
That's right.
Maybe there's
You
people
can take
out
a
there.
nap. I'll supply that.
So anyways, there's some interesting things going on sometimes in the pricing world of Magic the Gathering.
And some of those pricing models don't make any damn sense.
Yeah, not at all.
And it's hard to figure out sometimes. Like today's video. You might have seen it in the title, maybe.
Yep, if you were very clever, you noticed that there was a title that was probably related to this video.
Yes. Mishra's Factories. Man, Mishra's Factories are fantastic, right? We've got the common over here, right up here. Springtime, it's in. It might be the cheapest one of antiquities. And we have fall. Fall is pretty good too, right? So where is fall?
Here we go, here's fall, right there.
Yeah, all right, so there's fall. But fall was also printed in Chronicles as well, right? And it's also been reprinted.
It was, and well, 4th edition for sure.
4th edition for sure, right? So that artwork is pretty much out there.
And there's a lot of them out there.
Exactly, a ton of them.
But notice that there was one that we mentioned that's on the common sheet.
And that's
And
springtime.
And there's at least one over here on the uncommon sheet, which was the fall. But then you look right here, and you've also got
a summer.
Summer.
Summer's so good, right? And that artwork hasn't been released again, at least not to my knowledge.
No, it hasn't. It was only the fall that came back out.
Right.
So you know what's interesting, like already, is it makes sense that the fall would be a cheaper one, even though it's actually on the uncommon sheet, whereas that one's actually on the common sheet. So it makes sense that this one would be like one of the cheaper ones. But this one being more expensive, okay, that makes sense, but this next part doesn't. Because what you've got right
Winter, right there.
Here it is.
By your head.
Right here.
There's only one on that sheet, right? And it's $300 for an LP. $300.
But wait, Dan, this one's 300 and there's one. This one is 300, or is not 300, and there's only one on this sheet.
But how much is it, Edwin?
Well, isn't it like, I don't know, 70 bucks, something like that?
Exactly. For the exact same rarity, well, not exactly the same artwork.
The exact same rarity, not reprinted in 4th edition.
Exactly. So there's a huge swing here. $300 for an LP Winter Factory, or $72 for a summer.
So everybody likes the chili tree.
Exactly, the chili tree.
But why? Now, when we were actually talking about this, and this is what prompted us to want to make this video, I actually was like, wait a minute, is it the chili tree the most rare? Because I thought, like, you might notice if you look on this sheet, you'll see several printings, even though this is the rare sheet, it's the uncommon sheet.
It's the only uncommon sheet there is.
Like, here's 3 haunted winds on here. And so what they used to do is they would say, like, there was a number of uncommon on this sheet. So this would be a U3, because, it's a U3, because there's 3 printings of it on the uncommon sheet. Whereas the Chili Factory, well, I mean, this is a U1. There's only 1 printing of it on the actual sheet.
And so, like, we have, we've got our nice
Suchi,
which has 3, and we have Martyrs of Gorillas, which is also over here. So we have 1, 2, 3 of these. We got Copy Artifact. We're going to get multiples of.
you only have 1 Mishra's Workshop.
1 Mishra's
So
Workshop.
it's a U1.
But it's also different from a factory, so I acknowledge that.
So I actually thought for sure that the Winter Factory, I hadn't just looked at the sheet and spent time with it. I thought the Winter Factory was like a U1, and that the other factories were like a U2 or a U3. But it turns out, no, Dan corrected me. No, those are all U1s.
Yeah. So summer and winter have the exact same amount. So and fall.
Yep.
As the Winter Factory. But
summer and winter.
if we're talking about artworks, there are more fall ones, but there are no more summer ones. Now, it even reflects back into grading this weird phenomenon of artwork, right? So, the summer grade 9 sold recently in 21 of February for $289. Grade 9. Winter Factory at an 8.5. It's less. It's lower grade. Sold for $601. Why?
So everybody clearly just likes the winter. The chili tree is the big fancy one.
Yeah.
But like, I think that there's a misconception out there that it's actually the rarest. But I think it's actually legitimately not.
Exactly. It's not.
But people think it is.
They think.
And they like it the most.
Yes. And
so
by perspective only, winter is king of the factories. And that to me is a good topic, right? Because it really is about perspective.
And now you don't see this trend happen in a lot of other cards.
No.
Like, you know, if you look at like Hymn to Turak, which is printed in the Fallen Empires,
and clearly the one with the howling dog is the best art. I understand.
But they're not that different. I mean, there's 4 artworks. I think in that case, I believe that they actually are the same rarity. I think
so too.
But like they're not that much different in price. This is a massive difference in price between the Summer Factory and the Winter Factory. But they're the exact same rarity. So you don't always see that kind of price differential just for an artwork piece.
Exactly. And that shows you something. The art matters.
But so here's the question. Is it the art, or is it people's misconception that it's actually, or that it was more rare?
See, I don't know. Because I've had people contact me that want just winter.
Yeah. Well, like
now, I don't have winters to just give to people. That's not the thing. I don't even have summers to give to people.
I own exactly 1 Winter Factory.
I think I have 2. I have also like 2 play condition that I play with.
Yeah.
But I also have 2 that are graded. That's it.
Did you ever open one in an actual Antiquities pack?
Yes, those are the graded ones.
Yeah, that is really cool. I've never opened one, I can say that. I've opened like maybe 1 or 2 Antiquities packs.
Now, back in the day, I opened it, but then I started playing with it, so now it's LP, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, it's not LP, somewhere HP, but that's okay.
Yep.
They play the same.
So yeah, what I want to know is for the people watching this video, I want to be able to go down and read the comments. How many of you also thought that the Winter Factory was, in fact...
Be honest.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'll admit right now, I thought it was actually more rare. How many of you actually thought it was actually more rare?
Do you think the price for the winter should be higher than summer? Is winter actually just a way better artwork?
And you know what all this might mean is if people literally did think that it was the most rare, and now we're telling them, dude, it's literally not. That might mean that summer is an investment opportunity.
Exactly.
Go buy your summers.
Go buy your summers now.
Seriously. Like after making this video, like before.
I'm gonna buy a couple.
Yeah, I might want to go buy a couple summers because like.
I'm gonna buy a few more summers just in case there is a spike in the summers.
It's just the weirdest thing when you walk into a friend's house that just happens to have these magic sheets hanging on the wall. the conversations that come up based on that.
When everybody has magic sheets hanging on the wall, it's a better place.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually a whole topic surrounding the Arabian Nights sheet because I don't know
There
of.
are 0.
Yeah, there's either 0 or there's none that are known of for the Arabian Nights print sheet. And more than that, the layout of the Arabian Nights print sheet is even something that is, like, for the most part unknown.
I'm not cracking my box to find out.
Yeah, so there's one person, well, 2 people really, that I believe have figured it out, and maybe some point they'll release that information. But like, yeah, that's, for most of us, like, we don't even know what the layout of the Arabian Nights print sheet actually is.
I'm really still curious about the layout of alpha sheets because I don't think there was layout on basic plans.
But wait, I thought we've heard concretely that they were the exact same print plates. Well, no, they couldn't have been because
Correct.
the volcanic island was not there.
Exactly. So that's why I don't think the actual basic plans are on it either. But that's just my theory.
But that would have made the sheet smaller. They would have had to have
I
shrunk it.
think during the alpha, there was the original alpha sheet, and then they transferred into the beta sheet, adding a land, but they still didn't put the volcanic on there, and then a couple others. And so I think there was two different alpha sheets that were used.
That's an interesting theory.
Because there are ones that just consistently happen, like, you know how I got Black Lotus and Tropical Island, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
And now one crazy video.
Right. Well, I think that's from the original sheet. And then there's another sheet where it follows the actual beta sheet. And that's when they put the lands.
Have you actually tested this theory with Tavis? Spoken to him about it?
I've spoken to Tavis a lot. There's no conclusive evidence.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he doesn't know the conclusive answer to this either?
No. Because you can't. There's just not enough information.
Wow, look at that. Mind blown 2 times today. The first one, discovering the rarity, and then
Here's another
the
topic
second
for
piece
sheets.
there. For the alpha sheets, there could have been 2.
Well, here's another thing. Everyone talks about the sheets hanging up in the movies of the Coast Office, right?
Yeah.
Whether they're card backed.
And Mark Rosewater always claims those are card back.
Correct. But he never saw them actually put in there.
Yeah.
So I actually said, I have the beta sheets and I have a white dot above my Elvis Archers, and I can clearly see that there's a white dot above the Elvis Archers of the actual sheets that were through the coast.
But do you know for a fact that the white dot only existed on the white
I
back?
talked to Tavis, and he said, well, if the white dot is on yours and the white dot is on theirs, then it's actually an artist-proof beta sheet.
Mark
Because
Rosewater,
it was the same printing.
you're gonna have to verify this or change what you're saying because
Look above the Elvis Archers.
we got someone here that's got some proof of what's actually going on.
But he said also, he commented to me, he actually talked to me, so this isn't like I'm not digging at him.
By he, you
Right.
mean Mark Rosewater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so back in it was like 3 years ago when I asked this question, and he responded. So this is not a dig on Mark Rosewater. Completely not, all right? So he's a stand-up guy, all right? But he also said he couldn't pay someone to come and take him off the matting and that kind of stuff to find out whether it was true or not.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense, okay? Because taking it out of the frame and pulling it out, that would be, a big pain in the butt, cost
Yeah.
money, and that kind of stuff, and has to be done right.
And I don't like pain in my butt.
Yeah, I know. It's called hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
That's the new topic of the
I just don't like
conversation.
it.
No. But so this isn't a dig on Mark Rosewater by any sense of the imagination. Really good guy. He actually responded to my question, and that was fantastic, and that was a long time ago. So not a dig on him at all. All right. But I'm just saying, I suspect that it's artist proof based on bad evidence alone. And Tavis has said, well, the dot is there, and the dot is on yours, and it's proof.
Well, there you go. That's a pretty good spot to end the video on that bombshell.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot, everybody. Please list in the comments below on what your opinion was on the Winter Factory, if you actually believed it was the most rare. I want to hear if you guys had the same perception I did.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, make a comment.